Welcome to Game Club Central. I'm Marty, and we're playing Lord of the Rings tonight. Brand new table from VPin Workshop. We've played it a few times already, but tonight we're going to try to learn the rule set. So I'm going to start off by going over the playfield and what each of the areas are, and then we'll go into skill shots, and then we'll see if we can get into some modes from there. Hello, Grief. Hello, Pritch. Hello, Paladin. Hello, McCasey. Good to see all of you. Sorry for the late start. Let me get switched over and make sure volume levels are good. See if the table looks all right. Hopefully I'm not blowing your ears out. See you, Pritch. Have a good night. Alright, so first up. Obviously there's two flippers, two slingshots. The left in lane. As well as the left out lane. Same thing, rinse and repeat on the right. That spells keep. Keep starts... Crap, I knew this. And I've forgotten already. We'll get back to keep. The Shire is the big open area on the left, similar to Medieval Madness's cattle put shot. So I assume that's this right here. No, catapult. That's over here. That's the Shire. Left orbit. Enduring... Let's see. So the left orbit across the top of the playfield goes into Barad-dûr, which is a upper right eject. During certain modes, the game will raise a post to divert the ball into the tower up here. Weak shots will continue around, under Barad-dûr, and around the right orbit. Weaker shots will fall into the org lanes. Very weak shots fall into the Orthanic Vuk without any assistance of the post. This shot can be lit for Gift of the Elves, as well as for Pippin. Interesting. That's somewhere back here, but I'm not understanding what they're telling us yet. The left ramp gets you Legolas, and that's right here. And that leads into a wire form that spins up and back into a 90-degree. It's a little hard to hit. I do pretty good from the left or right flipper. The tower is in the back, located behind the ramp. Can be accessed via the orbit or from the inner orbit shot if the diverter is open. The Vuk feeds up and then over to the top, which is the Path of the Dead. We'll get to that when we get to the modes. Yes, it does say what Gift of the Elves in, and we'll get to that. So for now, I'm just starting with what's on the playfield and where it is. The inner orbit, which is a shot between the left ramp and the ring ramp. Right here. Basically, it's one of the combination shots you can make to increase the number of rings you get. We'll get into ring modes in a minute, too. And then there's the ring ramp. And that's the middle shot here in the playfield. That's where your ring spinner is. And then the one ring in the back there. The ring ramp. Yeah, weak shots will fall off the ramp. good shots will go into the ring. And if you make that shot, it awards Frodo as part of the fellowship. Scroll. Alright, Balrog is the toy in the middle of the playfield. Normally it's out of the way, between the ring ramp and the Gollum's cave. So here, and on modes where it's active, it will swing back for it to be hit. What else about it? Shots to the Balrog must hit the center part of the figure firmly. Hitting the posts on either side doesn't count, and weak hits won't count. Talks about the ring. We already went over that. Palantir. Alright, that's the white target right here with the Eye of Sauron on top of it. That can award the mystery, which is here in Hobbiton, when lit. And shots, shots to that, which I've experienced, can quickly turn into straight down the middle return. So be careful with that one. Gollum's Cave, otherwise known as the right Vuck, is between Palantir and the right ramp. That's this here. That's where Astro was saying that there was a diverter here that didn't exist in Siggy's version that made it easy to get into one shot or the other. So you can easily go over that sensor and into the jets. You can easily do a light shot and go straight into it, or you can come up and back in. Either way, you can hit that. It's pretty easy. From there, you can get Gimli. You can once you light Gollum multi-ball, you can start it there. You can get extra ball there, special. And it also awards a super mode for something with Gollum we'll get to here later. Jet bumpers are up here. That's for Boromir, as well as lighting Orc, which increases your playfield value. Sorry, I'm trying to control a dog too. What else? Excuse me. There's Barad-dûr. Ejectole leopard in the far upper right of the playfield, similar to Terminator 2. Far right of the playfield. I might need help finding that one, guys. I don't know where that is. Is that the one up here with the tower? Looks like that's it. Because that also relights Palantir if you keep hitting it. And then finally the right ramp, which is the Sword of Aragorn. So you get Aragorn here for the Fellowship. You also, once you lock your balls here. Yep. Alright, so then there's your skill shots. So there's the easy one. Plunge the ball with lightly, which I just missed, but that's the Orc shot. If you get it right, this is... Found that last night.
We're coming too.
No, I missed it. But that is... So the second skill shot is the tower, which you basically slightly lighter than, or harder than the light. You get it straight into the tower there, and that gets you 250k plus 50k for each time you make another successive skill shot into the tower. It's also good for a free trip to the Plane of the Dead over there. And then the flipper one is the one I just tried to do but failed. But it's a long plunge around the orbit down to the flipper here. And then from the flipper up into the right orbit. And that will net you 1.25 million on the first shot. And I'm not sure, because I haven't hit it yet, how much it increases successively after that. The ring modes are a little complex, but the long and short of it is, depending on what's lit. So on this ramp, I've got man lit, got dwarf lit here, and I've got elf lit here. So if I hit one of those ramps, I'm going to get a ring for that race. And then if I successively hit a combo, more than likely this elf will have lit up over here. When I come down on this ramp, I can make a combo and I'll get 2 rings for that shot, and successively if I get combos from there. So I can really start to ramp up the number of rings I collect. If you collect all the rings of a type, 3 for elf, 7 for dwarf, and 9 for man, you'll award for elves. You'll light the mode start at the center, which is the ring shot right up the ramp. For dwarves, it lights mystery at the Shire over here. And if you finish man, it lights the Gollum multi-ball right here. Once an award is lit, you can still collect those rings, but they simply are extra points until you actually collect that award, and then it resets. If you collect the rings of all races, you can start what's called Ring Frenzy. Basically, you'll get some pulsing shots. I'm not going to go over those details, but any shot to any of those ring shots awards 100k for the first, 125, 150 successively. It also resets a 10-second timer. These points are added up to the main ring jackpot, which starts at 600,000. And completing all 3 finishes that shot and increases the main jackpot multiplier by 1 up to 5. So you could really start to get some points getting into the ring frenzy mode. There's a little more to that. We'll go into that more. Let's play a little bit. And we'll talk briefly about each of the modes, and then as we get to them. I mean, they're pretty much all the same. The scoring's a little different. Some of the finishing moves are different, but essentially you start one of the modes, you get by getting into the ring, that mode starts. There's also the tower that starts a mode I've seen. And then you hit the flashing shots to progress and finish that mode off. 1 or 2 of them actually have a finishing shot, which are dependent on the mode you're in. An example of that is a Gandalf versus a Saruman. There's a roving shot that'll light towards the end, and if you get it, you can start it at Gollum's cave, and then each successive shot is at 1.5 million. And you can keep resetting the timer by 30 seconds. Let's see, there's 6 modes. And then once you get all 6 modes, you can start the final mode. There's there and back again. Let's see. That's a lot of rating. We'll go back to that one. I don't want to sit and read the whole time. Hey, David. And then on the card down here, it tells you there's 3 movie multi-balls. But those are Fellowship of the Ring, the 2 Towers, and the Return of the King. There's different steps for each one, and each one has its own rules. Progress towards qualifying a multi-ball is completely independent of each other and can be started in any order. And during any of those multi-balls, if you light Palantir, you can get add a ball going. So let's play a little bit, and then later on we'll get into the multi-ball modes, and we'll look at Destroy the Ring and Gifts from the Elves. Let's go back after we're done here and see if we can get Ring Frenzy going. We're probably going to restart. Yep. We'll restart. Focus on a skill shot. What do you guys want? You guys pick. Audience participation. Type 1, 2, or 3 in chat if you want me to try the first skill shot, which is easy. Second or third. I'll bet Grief picks 2. But we'll do that next game. Short plunge that doesn't make it. So that doesn't go past the diverter up here and comes back.
A Balrog. This world won't any of you. Fools.
There's a sequential ring. Oops.
One walk. Three walk.
Alright, let's work on the skill shot. Number 2. I don't consistently get that one, but
Will you look?
I've only ever gotten that third one once. This one is... So, Astro, you mean don't break the diverter? Let's see. Too late. I broke it. And I didn't get what Grief wanted. Alright, I suck.
I will help. Get hold of yourself. 250
Okay.
more.
Depending on what's lit at that time.
You have my sword.
We shall try it, thank you. Because we can combine both with that. I do that all the time unwillingly. I didn't know it locked the choice. Cool. So we're on Twin Towers right now. Oh, we've got the tower skill shot. I gotcha. There you go, Grief.
The dead are coming.
I think I did.
100 more. 100 more.
I've been practicing a little bit.